square root of decimal number through prime factorization. Okay. So go to the first question. What is the first question given here? Square root of 1.96. In the previous video, I explained how to find out square root of a fraction through prime factorization. Okay. So just like that only we are going to find out this also. First we will change the decimal number into fraction form. Then we will find out the square root of that fraction. Okay. So what is the decimal number given here? 1.96 is the decimal number given here. How we will change that into a fraction? How many decimal places are there after the decimal point? 2 decimal places are there, isn't it? 2 decimal places are there. So what we should do here to make it as a fraction? Here in the denominator, what is there? Nothing is there in the denominator, isn't it? That means the denominator 1 is there. Or you can simply write as 1.96 as 196 divided by 100. The logic behind this is, what is that? We are multiplying both numerator and denominator by 100. Okay, here in the denominator only 1 is given. So what we should do to change, that means to remove this decimal point, we are multiplying both numerator and denominator by 100. So 1.96 into 100, if you are multiplying 1.96 by 100, you will get 196. And 1 into 100, you will get 100. Okay, so we got 196 divided by 100. Now we should find out the square root of the particular fraction. That means we got this fraction decimal as 196 by 100. So square root of 1.96, how can you write? That's equal to square root of 196 divided by 100. Here what you can do? You can take the square root separately for numerator and denominator. Okay. And what is so through prime factorization only you should find out what square root. So square root of 196, we are going to do the prime factorization first. So prime factorization of 196. What is that? So it is divided by 2. 9 2s are 18. One remainder will be there. That will carry forward to the next place. 16 divided by 2 is 8. Again it is divided by 2. 4 2s are 8 and 9 minus 8. One remainder will be there. 18 divided by 2 is equal to 9. Again it is divided by 7. 49 divided by 7 is equal to 7. Again it is divided by 7 and the quotient we got as 1. Now we can stop here. Isn't it? And we will do prime factorization of 100 also here. Okay. So it is divided by 2. 10 divided by 2 is equal to 5 and you will get as 50. And again it is divisible by 2. You will get as 25. It is divisible by 5. You will get the quotient as 5. Again it is divisible by 5 and you will get the quotient as 1. Now we can stop here. Isn't it? Now what we should do? We should find out the square root of 196. That's equal to, what are the prime factors here? 2 2s and 2 7s. 2 into 2 into 7 into 7. We should make it as pairs of equal primes and want to take one factor from each pair. Okay. So first we should make it as pairs of equal prime and want to take one factor from each pair and want to multiply. Okay. So square root of 196 is equal to what? 2 into 7, that's equal to 14. So square root of 196 you got it as 14. Now next one is square root of 100. What is square root of 100? Here factors, which are all the prime factors? We got 2 2s and 2 5s, isn't it? 2 into 2 into 5 into 5. Again the same process we should do here. We should make it as pairs of equal prime and want to take one factor from each pair. So we got what? 2 5. 2 5 is equal to 10. So we got square root of 196 is equal to 14 and square root of 100 is equal to 10. So we can write instead of 196, 14, square root of 196 is equal to 14 and square root of 100 is equal to 10. So we got what was the question given? Square root of 1.96, that's equal to 14 by 10. Okay, so we can write here 14 divided by 10, and you can change this into decimal. How you can change into decimal? In denominator 1 0 is there. That means we should write the numerator, and from the right we should count one digit and want to put the decimal point. That means what is the answer we got? 1.4. If you want to check your answer, what you should do? You should multiply 1.4 with 1.4. If you got 1.96, then you can say that your answer is correct. Okay, now we will go to the next question. What are the next questions? Square root of 0.0064. Okay. So next question is square root of 0.0064. So what we should do here? First we should change that into fraction, isn't it? So 0.0064. How will you change that into fraction? So we can write 64 divided by what? This divided by 1 we can do, and how many decimal places are there in the numerator? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 decimal places are there in the numerator. So what we should do? We should multiply by 10,000 both numerator and denominator. Then what you will get? 0.0064 into 10,000 divided by, in the numerator, 1 into 10,000. Wasn't it? If you are multiplying this into 10,000, what you will get? 64 you will get. 64 divided by 10,000. Okay? 64 divided by 10,000. Okay? Now what we should do? We should find out the square root of 0.0064. So instead of that, what you can do? Square root of 0.0064 is equal to square root of 64 divided by 10,000. And to find out the square root of this, what we should do? We should take the square root separately for numerator and denominator. So through prime factorization, we should find out the square root. And you know that what is square root of 64? Square root of 64 is equal to 8, isn't it? Or if you want to do the prime factorization, we will do like that. This divided by 2. 6 divided by 2 is equal to 3, and 4 divided by 2 is equal to 2. Again this divided by 2. 3 divided by 2, 1 and 12. That means 1 will carry forward to the next place, then it will become 12. 12 divided by 2 is equal to 6. Isn't it? And 16 is divisible by 2. Again this, we are dividing by 2. 16 divided by 2 is equal to 8. Again it is divisible by 2. 8 divided by 2 is equal to 4. Again it is divisible by 2. We will get 2. We got 1. Okay. The next prime factorization I am going to do here. Which one we want to find out? 10,000 prime factorization we should find out. So 10,000, it is divisible by 2. 10 divided by 2 is equal to 5. And how many zeros will be there remaining? 3 zeros. Again it is divisible by 2. 5 divided by 2. 2 2s are 4. And 1 will carry forward to the next place. 10 divided by 2 is equal to 5. And 2 zeros will be there. Again we can divide this by 5, isn't it? 25 divided by 5 is 5. 500 you will get. Again it is divisible by 5. You will get 100. Again it is divisible by 5, isn't it? Again it is divisible by 5. You will get 10 divided by 5 is equal to 2 and 20 you will get. Again it is divisible by 5. 20 divided by 5 is equal to 4. It is divisible by 2. 4 divided by 2 is equal to 2. Again it is divisible by 2. And we got quotient as 1. Okay. So we got the prime factorization of 64 and 10,000. Now we want to find out the square root of the square root of 64 and 10,000. So this we can write as, I am directly writing here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many 2s are there? 6 2s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, divided by, in the numerator, 10,000. How many 2s are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And how many 5s are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Now what we should do here? We should make it as pairs of equal primes. Then what will happen? 1, 2, 3. 3 pairs we will get. Here also 1, 2, 3, 4 pairs we will get. And from each pair what we should do? We should take one factor outside and we should multiply. Okay. So what will we get? After taking the square root, what we should do? While taking the square root from each pair, we should take one factor outside. So how many 2's will be there in the numerator? 1, 2, 3. From here I am taking 1, 2 outside. From here also 1. From the next pair also 1, 2 I took outside. Okay. And what will be there in the denominator? In the denominator from this 2 I took 1, 2 outside. Here I will take 1, 2 outside. And here from 1, 5 I will take outside. Again 1 more 5. So what is there in the numerator? 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8. And what will be there in the denominator? 2 2s are 4, 4 5s are 20. 20 into 5 is 100. 8 divided by 100 I got. Okay. So the answer I got as 8 divided by 100. Now I can change this into decimal, isn't it? In the denominator 100 is there. So what I should do? Numerator I have to write as it is. And from the right I want to count 2 digits. But here only 1 digit is there. So the remaining 1 digit what I should do? I should put as 0 and want to put the decimal place. That means decimal point. I got the answer 0.08. Okay, I hope all of you understood this. If you have any doubt, you can ask. Thank you for watching.